And these are some bits from the ongoing Novus trilogy. And this is a part of the book 3 of the long trilogy, Colors and the Mechanism of Concealment. And it was written at the Ghetto Vecchio in Venice, this place where Jews were kept isolated and unable to often pass the Christian guards, totally surrounded by water. These access points were heavily controlled. There's a wonderful Canaletto painting which shows actually the Ghetto Vecchio. So this is a meditation from that site. And the word ghetto actually comes from the word for foundry, related to foundry. And it's called Problem Not Solving. And metal was cast in the dream of the ghetto, and metal was forged for cannons, 1390 in Ur, and Pre, and nightmare of ghetto, and laboratory of ghetto, a metal mentality, for it takes a long arm, a long hatching this mentality of force. So problem not solving your ghetto, and in the name of decree, and forging a metal mentality with harming arms, and where you can live under a low ceiling where you can live, and problem not solving 5,000 in a crammed room, undream it now of your nightmare, not allowed into the light of other camp posts and canals, your arms held and not being able to reach out across a map, a city divided, and problem not solving, undream, problem not solving the nightmare of ghetto, or nightmare of ghetto, of this ghetto. You want to stretch your human fleshly arms outside the walls towards campos and canals. You want to stretch your rare fleshly arms out of here, reach out of harm's way toward campos and canals, but you can only live here in this curfew of Ur-time, this pre-time before the dawn until Napoleon allows you can live elsewhere. Oh, please step aside, you say to Palestine, you who were in pre-dreamtime ghetto astride campos and canals. You are my problem, I am not your problem. Grazia, and under Austrian rule, come back inside ghetto in this Ur-nightmare, 1797, this pre-dawn of state of arsenal of Palestine, all the way back, Palestine, what of its ripping tears, its tears and weeping, its ghetto? I mark this for you, I say this for you, tears and more weeping, carved in stone, in metal of poem time and scripture of 21st century wind time, and then the dream of a full-fledged, full-time arsenal, tears and weeping toward metal. What do we do? What do we have to do? Why have to we airstrikes? Problem not solving, 13 dead again in ghetto Palestine, when the arsenal of problem not solving is long-range rocket revenge toward Ashkelon. No one heard it. Ashkelon, 10 kilometers north of Gaza. Oh, remember Gaza, and then revenge and airstrikes, 13 dead in Gaza, ripped apart in Gaza, and the fine elliptical gallery for women. Only sit here, my dear, down dead, decimated sister, my one next to me. This nightmare dream of ghetto and arsenal in Palestine. Describe the body parts you sifted down from the trees, down from the scattered trees of Zion, of Palestine, 3 wells of Zion, the scattered trees of Zion, the miracles and tribulations of Zion, of Palestine, the 3 ways to undream the problem. The dear dead body parts enter here, the dream, the nightmare of ghetto, and end of ghetto, and say 3 times, I will not do to them what has been done to me. I will not do to them what has been done to me. I will not do to them what has been done to me. What to do as merchant, stranger, Shakespeare, ghetto merchant works of Anko, Rosso, real and tangible, or other size hits, said brought with broad whistles from Iran, hit with metal mentality, forged in metal, hit the word said brought, hit word broad, hit with your harm, your problem not solving, scary alliances, 4 boys between 8 and 12, dear dead body parts east of Joppa, Leah undreamed, the dear dead body parts not in Jubilee, and more in Gaza, more and more in ghetto Gaza, and Israel, more in Israel. This is the old held mission of unsolved Zion, and now the guards and the nightmare, this new century inventory of the state of arsenals and the unsolved, now divided Palestine, building up more arsenals in the arms that harm and wreak reach out and harm human and fleshy. I will sit here, I will sit here, and I will sound here, and I will sound here and reach out arms human and fleshly to ghetto, to Gaza. And on a lighter note, this is from a little bit from Marriage's Sentence. Stereo. Marriage is like you say everything in stereo, fall on the bed at dawn, because you work all night. Night is an apartment meant to be marriage. Marriage is an apartment and meant people come in, because when you marry, chances are there will be edibles to eat at tables in the house. The house will be the apartment, which is night. There will be a bed, an extra bed, a clean sheet or two. There will be a bed and an extra towel. How will you be welcomed? There will be drinks galore, brought by armies of guests, casks of liquors and brandies, elixirs, sweet and bitter bottle of Merlot, Bustelo coffee. Will you have some when I offer? When you are married, there will be handsome gifts for the kitchen, sometimes two of everything is brand new, espresso coffee cups, a finished plate, a clock, a doormat, pieces of art, and books of astonishing medical science with pictures, even richer lexicons. When you are married, there will be more sheets and towels arriving, and often a pet or two. You definitely need a telephone and a cell phone when you are married. Two lines. You need separate electronic mail accounts. When you're married, you will have sets of things aboard, sheets and towels matching. You will have duplicates of things. You will have just one tablecloth. When you're married, you will be responsible when neighbors greet you. You will smile in unison. Or you might say, oh, he is fine. Oh, she is fine. Oh, she is just down with a cold. Oh, he is consoling a weary traveler just now, arrived from across the plains. She, my husband, is due home soon. He, my wife, is busy at the moment. My husband, he is very busy at this very moment, and goodbye. When you are married, sex will happen without delay. You will have a mailbox and a doorbell, bell, ring, it rings again a double time. You do not have to answer, that's sure, for when you are married people understand. You do not have to answer a doorbell, because sex may happen without delay. You will hear everything twice through your ears and the ears of the other, her or him, as a case may be, he and she as a case may be. When you are married, you can play with names and rename yourself if you like. You can add a name, have a double name with a hyphen if you like. You can open joint accounts when you are married. Marriage is no guarantee against depression. A shun is no guarantee against anything. Marriage is no guarantee against resolution. Revolution is a tricky word. Hear. Marriage is sweeter than you think. One more from that series called Dark of Night. In some places, a woman would marry a woman, which torques the definition of marriage. Would it be so simple, any such definition? For they throw stones at you in the torqued definition of marriage. It hurts to be unkind, they say, and cast a stone. Or someone had a man take a slug at her on an emotional national holiday because she was a known lover of women who had a wife, and it was a man's holiday, a memorial day for dead warriors who were especially in the two wars men. Or maybe She, the woman, slugged, was a wife. This is a two wives' tale. It was unseemly to see two women kissing, two women embrace under the primrose tree, two women in a Lautrec brothel, holding the tide together against the slings of men, caressing against the tide of pimps and other men. Some get murderous in Oregon to see the women, too, shopping together as might a man and wife, living as do a man and wife in an ordinary man and wife apartment, doing man and wife things, except at night. In the deep dark of night, they said, they who were murderous and dark. What do they do at night? While we are doing our man and wife things, what do they do in the dark of night? What do they do?